Hey y'all, welcome back to Philomena Jack's studio, art chat number something. Today I wanted to give you a review, where did I put my pencil? Of the the Prismacolor premieres that I got. The last video I talked about how I got a set from eBay, 72 for like $33 including shipping. I thought that was pretty good. So I put this little cushy thing. I got a package of these from the dollar store, and then I cut it down to the right size. And so some of the things I've learned, first off, don't press too hard because it burnishes and then nothing else goes on top of it because these are wax based. I don't know that I super love them yet, but I'm going to keep going. I'm using my good sharpener, so one side gets you a very long, narrow space that's sharpened, and then the other side gets you a very nice point. And I learned from watching another YouTuber, none of my epiphanies are all that smart. She has this great advice. It says, keep turning your pencil as you're drying. Like, yeah, duh. Of course, that makes super sense, and it keeps sharpened longer, which is boss. So the task the space I'm at in my tattoo apprenticeship right now is just using black to shade some of the flash drawings I've been doing. So I haven't really played with the colors yet. Here's my tin 72. I did play with the white one a little bit, and you know what? I found it to be very warm, almost yellowy. I don't know if I had layered it over some gray. So I'm gonna pick up at least one Derwent. I've talked about this before. Derwent is my favorite brand so far for these kinds of things. Like, I use their ink tints, and but all of their products I have right now are all like watercolor or ink products. I don't have a real colored pencil, so I may go over to Dick Blick and pick up a white from Derwent to see if it's really white. It's just picking up very yellow on the paper. It's strange. I've also been doing some painting, and that feels really great because it's very loose and free. And I sort of consider my style like impressionist folk art or something, even though I've been schooled in the comments below that it is not impressionist, but that's what I'm gonna call it. Whatevs. So that feels really good to be more loose and free. And one of my tips, and I've talked about this before, is instead of using like a real palette, typically, when I'm home, I'm traveling right now, but when I'm home, I have my surface covered with this 4mm plastic. You can get it at the hardware store, and you can peel up from the dried paint from there, and then you can use those skins and other things. So I'm trying to not waste any paint or have any paint go down the drain, so to speak. So typically I use other canvases to wipe my brushes off and move things around, and then these turn into paintings. And typically for me the case is that these paintings turn out better than the painting I was actually trying to make. So we'll see what happens with these. It's a good way to not waste paint and continuously keep generating more paintings. P.S. I have really good painting news, but I feel like I maybe shouldn't talk about it just yet because I don't know if there's like some sort of announcement I'm waiting for or something, but let's just say I'm excited and I'm happy. So what I've been working on in the apprenticeship is so see this black shading that's going on in here? That's what I've been doing the last week or so. So I went and had some copies made at the Staples. And P.S. again, am I using that a lot? Make sure the platen glass is cleaned off before you start making copies, because things end up on your copies that weren't there. So you can see the black shading that's going on in there, and then the bird. Sorry about the lighting there, that's better. So right now I'm at the stage where I'm just shading things. Still very cool. Another tip about using acrylic paints. I was talking with a beautiful classmate of mine who is so super talented. She also paints with acrylics, and she's a teacher, and she's just fabulous. I was talking about using something other than water to water down your acrylic paints, because eventually if you use too much water with your acrylic paints, the molecular structure of the paint sort of comes apart. Like here are the molecules, right? And then as you add water, they start to spread out, and then eventually they aren't close enough together to really maintain their integrity. So I suggested to her, and I suggest to everyone, pick up some airbrush medium. I have used this from Liquitex. It's really watery. What's cool is it doesn't change how glossy or matte your paint is. It doesn't change the color, so it doesn't like make it pastel per se. It just thins out your paint without ruining the molecular structure. And it's sometimes not where the other art mediums are, medii are. So it's called airbrush medium, so you may have to go to that section of the art store. But you don't have to I don't put it in an airbrush tool. I don't own anything like that. I just use it as a mixing medium. So what else? I have a gift certificate for a workout place here, and it was so fun. Mark Fisher Fitness. It's like glitter and unicorns and super fun, and just you work out but you don't feel, well, I still felt dorky and uncoordinated, but I felt like I was with people who felt the same way, so it was cool. And I wanted to tell you about a snack. So I learned that after you work out, you have like 45 minutes to get protein into you, so that the muscles that you're building up actually have some food. I'm not a nutritionist, but I'm a vegan and a foodie, and I'm always researching this stuff. So I've been eating these Metabol bite-sized energy, and on their package I don't see the V word anywhere, but I went to their website and they do use the V word. So it's no peanuts, no nuts, no wheat, dairy, eggs, soy, fish, casein, sesame, GMOs, gluten, no shellfish. Dude, they're so delicious, and just saying, if you ever wanted to like get a birthday present for me in April, gladly accept them. So that's all for today. Thanks for hanging out. I hope that you're well. We've had a snowstorm and now the sun is out again, so that's great. I'm about to go out and meet a girlfriend who's a beautiful artist as well. I'm gonna walk around. And I think that's it. Thanks for subscribing. We're so close to 20. Can we get to 20? That would be awesome. That's all. Keep making art, keep loving each other, and don't get caught up in all the political fuckery. Cheers.